Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, for the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
It's press coverage now from these DBs. Looking for some space. It's Martin.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Wolverines will have 1st and 10 here. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Bites off a defender. Breaks into the clear. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he scores. Touchdown, Michigan. You come out in a playoff game, Kirk, no signs of a rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Lets it fly to the wideout. And that one's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's got some space. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Receiver in motion now. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Well, no surprise for an offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Florida State offense heads back onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
First down here for this offense. Linebackers making some adjustments now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide. It can create some vertical seams for big plays.
They'll give it to the running back. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it. And the Seminoles looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Oh, there's the stiff arm. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Receiver makes the catch. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage. And the Noles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a 1st down and keep this drive alive. But there, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. Boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wenke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward, and so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Ball handed off. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. The Noles line it up with 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Defense getting very heavy here, looking to stuff the run. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. So with playoff pressure, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
With the extra point, they're down 14-7 now. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. When he's got some space here. Picks up some blocks. Can they catch him? They can't catch him. Touchdown. That is an unforgettable moment for that kick return. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up. And, of course, you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. He hands it to the back. And the Salk were able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. And it's really solid defense on that play.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Send the back in motion. 3rd down play here out of the shotgun. On the run here, lets it go. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. 1st down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
Second down now after the sack. The back's got it. Jukes to get past a man. It's a big gain across midfield down inside the 35.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
The Seminoles offense is on the move now. And they hand it off to the back. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. The game makes it second and medium.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
So it's third and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And the Noles will line up here on first down and goal. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
So from the 9-yard line, it's second and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, it's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game, and this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down. Now, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Michigan offense back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Looking for a gap. It's Marshall. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Second down after that previous play. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime.
Defense, 1 stop.
First down and 10. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Breaking free at midfield. Tackle is finally made, but the offense will set up now at the 44.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. He breaks free. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Michigan. Just ran away from the defense.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now they get set to kick it away. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. It's a quarterback keeper. It's a fumble. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Wolverines on the scoop and score. See if they can convert the point after. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. The Florida State offense on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. He's moving out of the pocket. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
When they hit him just as he releases the ball, it's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? The quarterback making some changes at the line. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Well, this head coach clearly sending a message, going for it this close to his own end zone. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Tries to get it to the running back. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. It's a nice gain. They move the football up to the 27. The Noles will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He escapes the sack. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down, comes up short. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looks to the left. Pass caught. And he's brought down, but it's a first down spotted near the 41. The Seminoles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes a spectacular diving catch. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Tries the right with a quick throw, and he's got it. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. The receiver makes the grab. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Linebacker shifting around now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. Launching one to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Chris, that ball's tipped up into the air, and it's anybody's football. The defense, first of all, does a great job of anticipating a throw down in the red zone, and they're in great position to knock that ball up. But it was exciting to see, would anybody come up with it once it was in the air?
Bringing pressure. Grab near the sticks. It's McCoy. Defense brings him to the ground as the final seconds of the first half tick away. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick this away to begin the second half. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make.
He'll take a deep shot. It's caught, but out of bounds, so incomplete.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
You cannot be serious. This coach is going to go for it. Backed up to his own end zone. Tight end goes in motion. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is.
And a sophomore making an impact play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
With the sack on 1st down, it's 2nd down. Ball handed to the running back. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to 1st down yardage yet.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Going to try to use his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. And the Seminoles looking to run some tempo here.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide.
They've got him. It's a sack from the defense.
If I'm on this offensive line, I would not want to look at the game film after their performance today. It's almost like they've been moonwalking backwards the entire game, getting pushed all around by this defensive front. Chris, they've already given up 6 sacks alone in this game.
And sack sets up 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Gibson. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
They'll give it to the back. Fights through the tackler. Solid run. They'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a 1st down.
And the Wolverines lining up here on 1st and 10. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Handoff to the right side. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, there you go, defense. Listen, it has not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
Back to throw. It's Davis. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Ball carrier tackled there.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
First down, looking to throw the football. No connection there. The pass is incomplete. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Oh, here comes the reverse. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
The defense there showed incredible discipline on the backside contained. That reverse wasn't going anywhere. Just textbook.
Now it's 3rd and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Pre-snap motion from the offense. No press here. The defense backing away. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes a quick catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. First and goal, handoff. Powers through a tackle. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Press coverage now from the secondary. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Michigan. And the beatdown continues. That's another touchdown with this running back. They can't stop him. Dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
The Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle, but forced down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the cornerback. Not easy with that size difference.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Pitches to the back. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? They'll try the option play here. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Under heavy pressure, takes a shot as he throws the ball. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Run back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Another nice run by this running back, and he's well over 100 yards now in the game. A big part of the reason that they're going to win this football game and advance to the next round.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. And now the running back's got it again. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
And the field goal unit coming on the field now. They will trust the kicker here from 55 yards out. Let's see if he can get it there. He missed it. That's just a minor blip there, what's been a thoroughly one-sided dominance.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Gets into space at the 50. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack. First down sack, pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. And he drops back in the gun. Looks left and finds his target there. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down mark.
Hey, there's the the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback up.
Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Gonna run it. It's Martin. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
And that's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
Third down after that running play. Can he make it to the marker? Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.